The Mera no Mi or flare fruit is a Logia-type devil fruit that allows the user to create, control, and transform into fire at will. It was eaten by Sabo, and previously Portgas d'Ace. The Mera no Mi is a round orange fruit composed of many flame-shaped components with swirl patterns on each one, and has a swirled stem on the top. It is small enough to be held in one hand. The fruit's major strength, like other Logia types, is that it allows the user to produce as well as become the element they control. In this case, the user is able to create, control, and become fire. With this in mind, the user can create devastating fire-based attacks and gain a high resistance towards most heat-based attacks. The flames can also be used to bolster the kinetic force of physical attacks. The user is also able to avoid normal physical attacks by turning into fire and allowing the attack to harmlessly pass through their fiery body. Igniting oneself also has the added effect of burning an opponent if he or she had tried to physically harm the user. When this power clashes against certain other Logia on equal grounds, this seems to come to a stalemate. Neither smoke nor ice was able to overcome nor succumb to the flames, instead cancelling each other out when the two elements collide. The Mera no Mi is inferior to the Magu no Mi in the devil fruit hierarchy. Magma is of a naturally higher order than fire, allowing it to overwhelm the Mera no Mi's powers. The magma can neutralize even the intangibility and heat immunity of the Mera no Mi, thus leading the user to be burned and completely vulnerable. If the magma strikes through the body of the user, it cannot be phased through like most other attacks, and the damage inflicted will remain, as with any normal person's body. Other than that, the user is also affected by the standard devil fruit weaknesses. He fruit's bestowed powers, as used by Ace, have been used in a variety of ways. Since he left home 3 years before Luffy, who did not know that Ace had powers before their reunion in Alabasta, Ace had his powers for no more than 3 years. Ace notably used his powers usually either to fight or to propel his raft. Ace shares Luffy's penchant for naming his techniques, with the only difference being that Luffy adds the phrase, Gomu Gomu no, followed by the specific name of the attack usually inspired by a certain object or concept. Ace names his attacks in Japanese and they are often made of two-word phrases and are based on different mythologies. According to Gats, Ace had sunk countless battleships and burned down mighty cities with the fruit's power. During Ace's cover story, the powers of the fruit allowed Ace to rescue a marine officer and some documents on board a burning ship. Despite being weakened by the Yami no Mi severely during his fight against Blackbeard, Ace was still able to skillfully use the fruit's power to inflict some damage to his former subordinate. After Sabo ate the fruit, he has been shown being able to utilize it effectively mere seconds after consuming it. Although struggling to control his new powers at first, he adapted to it, and Sabo has displayed great control over the fruit's abilities, being able to utilize it in conjunction with his pipe and avoid injury by making himself intangible. Like Ace, Sabo names the techniques in Japanese, though Sabo's naming style follows more of his affinity with dragons. Sabo has been shown using it to enhance the already immense destructive power of his claws, allowing him to overwhelm powerful foes such as Jesus Burgess. Portgas d'Ace found this devil fruit while he was stranded on an island in the East Blue called Sixus. Ace initially offered it to a man he was with on the island whom he called Masked Deuce, but he refused it. Instead, they agreed to share it with Ace taking the first bite and obtaining the devil fruit's power. He retained his powers for no more than 3 years, and gained much infamy by sinking battleships and burning down mighty cities, even before joining the Whitebeard pirates. Upon being imprisoned by the Marines, the fruit's power were inaccessible due to Ace being restrained with seastone handcuffs. During the Battle of Marineford, Ace was killed by a Kainu while shielding Monkey D. Luffy from the Admiral, leading to the fruit reappearing in the world. Don Quixote Doflamingo, who participated in the battle, would later obtain the fruit at some point. The fruit then became the grand prize for whoever won a tournament at the Corrida Coliseum on Dressrosa, with Doflamingo's intent to use it as bait to break apart Luffy's alliance with Law. Upon being revealed, the fruit's presence aroused the entire audience, as not only was it a Logia, but it also previously belonged to the son of the Pirate King. As per Doflamingo's prediction, Luffy could not stand the idea of his brother's former powers open for just anyone to take, and participated in the tournament. Since he already had the Gomu Gomu no Mi, he could not eat it himself and offered it to Frankie, who turned down the offer because he wanted to retain his ability to swim. Besides Luffy, representatives from many kingdoms joined the tournament to claim the fruit as it would give them a small shift in military power. Others wished to claim it for their own reasons, such as Cavendish, who wanted revenge on the worst generation, and Rebecca, who wanted it to kill Doflamingo. Bellamy seemed to be the only one with no interest in it, as the only prize he desired was to become a top subordinate in Doflamingo's crew, though he did not need the fruit anyway since he already possessed the Bane Bane no Mi. Also, Bartolomeo's reason for getting the fruit is to give it to his idol Luffy, as he already possesses a devil fruit which is capable of creating invisible walls. Sabo wants to get the fruit to inherit Ace's will. Once Sabo destroyed the Colosseum platform, he then grabbed the fruit from off the fighting fish's back, and ate it seconds later, becoming the new wielder of Ace's powers. True to his word of inheriting Ace's will, the first thing Sabo did after eating it was use his brother's signature move, the Heiken. Diamante was angered by this, as he never intended for anyone outside of the Don Quixote family to win the fruit. After Sabo stops Jesus Burgess from killing Luffy for the Gomu Gomu no Mi and revealing that he was the Lucy who won and ate the Mera Mera no Mi, Burgess targets him for the Logia that he originally wanted. So that is it guys for my explanation about Flare Fruit or Mera Mera no Mi. I hope you enjoy the video. So what do you think about Flare Fruit? Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe for more videos about One Piece. And hit the notification bell for any update of my new video about One Piece. Thank you for watching and see you next time.